Day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, and the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson, he's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Off of play action, here's Lance. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Ready?
To throw, it's Lance. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. That'll bring out 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Williams. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run. It's Williams. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Black shot. Black red.
The Lance going to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A give to Williams, running right. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Next to score, Broncos 7, Cowboys 9.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys make over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks. 2nd and 15. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining 1st half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Broncos 14. Cowboys 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit if they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's caught left side by Judy. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They go play action now. Wilson. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down at 4, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind because...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 3 quarters have come and gone.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
52.
Inside give to Allen. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Set, ready.
Desperation time here. Lance flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. They give it to Williams, running right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down, here's Wilson. This is caught, it's Floyd. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Judy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Lance. It's caught. Tolbert. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lance looks to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Lance now on 1st down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Lance again. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Hurry, hurry.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover.